So we have one rookie that's transitioned to being a starter, but we still are up in the air with another team that's in the AFC, that's in the AFC North, which is the Cleveland Browns. I don't know what they're doing right now. They have a 1-3 record. And as far as their offense goes, they are the bottom of total offense, and they are a below middle of the pack in passing. Joe Flacco is 40 years old, and he's 19th in total yards and tied for 33rd with only two touchdowns.
to
He
eight
has six
turnovers.
interceptions, and he's 32nd in QBR with a 27 rating.
Mhm.
With what the Giants decide to do, flip the script, do you think the Browns should start looking at, transitioning, whether it's QB2 or QB3? Because at this point, I feel like it really doesn't matter. We just need to see something. You know what I'm saying? But what are your thoughts?
I mean, that's why they announced that they are starting Gabriel.
Oh,
So
dude, was
yeah,
it today? I didn't even know.
yeah, it was today. It just came out today.
Oh, that's great. Okay.
Yeah, because of all the things. Yeah, Joe Flacco's been awful, and I think they kind of knew that he wasn't going to finish out the year, but you at least give him a little bit of a chance, give your rookies maybe a chance to learn under somebody who at least has done some stuff and had some good years.
Yeah.
But he's been god awful. Like you said, it's two touchdowns, like eight turnovers. The offense has been putrid. That's why, like, I'm from Detroit Lions fan. Miles Garrett and the Browns were talking hella shit, and I'm like, y'all suck. I don't understand why they even thought that was going to be a game. And I think we beat them like 30 something to 10.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, so I think they're making the right decision. And of course, I would prefer to see Shador, but it makes sense. I mean, Dylan Gabriel was number two on the depth chart, so you're going to go with your number two. Um, give him a chance, and I think that he's not going to be that great, but we'll see. And I'm just hoping that, and not even praying on Gabriel's downfall, just by whatever case, I hope that Shador is able to find some chances to get a couple starts this year too.
Yeah, that was going to be a two-part question I was going to ask you. I was going to say one, obviously he's QB2. So from the eye test, I'm assuming you think Shador is a better quarterback. I mean, he was ranked number two in the overall draft for quarterbacks, and it's still crazy in my mind how he fell that much. And my next question I was going to be to you, do you think they're going to give him the Jackson Dart effect where it's like good or bad, we're going to just put you out in the fire week by week by week, and you don't have to worry about in the rear view if another quarterback's going to take your spot or not? Do you think they're going to put Dylan Gabriel on a tight leash and then eventually Shador? Like, what do you think happens if he does play bad?
I think Dylan Gabriel absolutely has a tighter um, leash because Jackson Dart was a first round pick. Dylan Gabriel, I think, was a third round pick or a fourth round pick, something like that. Where it's not like we didn't invest all this capital in you being our future. We were just at a spot where it's like, okay, you could be a good guy. Maybe you could turn into Russell Wilson, like a third round pick who actually ends up being good. But yeah, I mean, I don't see them being super worried about yanking him if he has a bunch of bad games in a row.
Mhm.
Um, versus Dart. It's crazy enough because the QB room in New York is actually really good. Like Jameis and Russell Wilson, maybe not Russell Wilson anymore, but at
Yeah.
least feel like they could be starters.
Mhm.
But I still don't, yeah, I don't see them pulling him versus I I hope that they don't treat Dylan Gabriel like he's some untouchable thing because a lot of what we've seen, the reports and stuff like that from training camp were that he just wasn't looking that great.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. I guess. Yeah. So go ahead, give him a start as well too. And then Deshaun Watson might come back next year. I don't even know what's going to go
ain't
on with.
nobody worried about him, bro. Nobody
Yeah,
worried
but
about him.
I want to know like because you all drafted two quarterbacks, so obviously you see some form of potential in one of them as well too. So it's like, yeah, go ahead, let Dylan Gabriel play a couple games, and if he just struggles like mighty bad, like how CJ did back in the, I mean, was it not CJ? What's Bryce? How Bryce struggled, and then they benched him for a little bit.
Mm,
And start Shador Sanders because I want them to at least figure out if one of them can be that potential franchise quarterback with them because their defense is already a top five championship level defense. Now
yeah.
it's like, all right, if we can find our quarterback between those two, now we can draft accordingly and really bolster this offense. So we'll see what happens with that as well too. If I'm a betting man, I think Shador probably gonna start by like week 8. I think they're gonna start by week 8. Like you ain't number one sales in jerseys for rookies. You don't got all that riz for no reason. You're not ranked. number two on most of these different platforms going into the draft as a quarterback behind Cam and don't get an opportunity. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, yeah, no, we'll see. But I think it might be a little bit later than week 8, but I feel like he's going to start at some point this season too. I think it would be, unless again Dylan Gabriel just, goes out there and starts balling. I think
Yeah,
it would be negligent to not at least see what you have, in your other quarterback.
I agree. I agree.